Are interest rate cuts really going to fix the Toronto's housing market? Not so fast. That's what experts are saying, is not so fast. Despite rate cuts, the GTA housing market isn't budging. So what's really going on here? And should you still be waiting for prices to drop? On this video, I am going to unpack what we are seeing here with our feet on the ground and closely working with our clients in the GTA market. Today, we're talking about something a lot of people have been waiting for: interest rate cuts. We've heard it over and over. Once the rates come down, the market is going to take off again. But according to RBC, that's not exactly what's happening right now in the Greater Toronto area. So let me break it down for you. We have seen recently 3 small interest rate cuts, in the past 3 months. And normally you would expect that to spark more activity in the housing market, because lower rates typically would mean cheaper mortgages, which usually brings more buyers into the market and can heat things up. But the GTA market isn't seeing that kind of action right now. It's pretty much stuck in neutral, and there are a few reasons why that is. First off, while rates have come down slightly, they're still pretty high compared to the rock bottom rates that we saw a few years ago. So even with these interest cuts, buying a home is still a lot more expensive now than it used to be. So for many home buyers, especially first-time home buyers, even a small reduction in interest cuts or in interest rates isn't enough to offset the bigger monthly payments that they would have to face with today's prices. And we're hearing so much of this in the media with the US that just cut 0.5%. There's a strong chance that we will follow, and we're going to see more aggressive interest cuts maybe from October until December. We're hearing some rumblings of potentially a 0.5 rate cut here, and we're going to know about that in October with the Bank of Canada announcement. So with so much uncertainty, it always brings a lot of hesitation. So a lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines, waiting for bigger rate cuts, maybe hoping that prices will drop even further. It's like a game, chicken between buyers and the market. Everyone's waiting for the perfect moment to jump in. But the reality is, no one knows when or if that moment will come. And speaking of prices, they haven't exactly fallen off the cliff, have they? I mean, despite all the economic uncertainty and interest rate hikes over the past 2.5 years and inflation, home prices in the GTA are still holding strong. In fact, in some areas and neighborhoods, they're even creeping up a little bit again. And that's partly because of inventory. So the number of homes available actually for sale is still relatively low. And when supply is tight, prices tend to stay elevated. So even when there are fewer buyers looking, it's still a supply and demand equation. And RBC also points out that economic uncertainty is playing a big role. People are still nervous about the overall economy. Job stability, inflation, the possibility of more rate hikes down the road are making buyers kind of nervous and hesitate. So even though rates have been cut a bit, is not enough to make people feel super confident about making such a huge financial commitment and jump right back in. So what does this all mean for you? So if you're a home buyer, it might be tempting to wait on the sidelines until rates drop even more or prices dip. But as we've seen, the market isn't exactly predictable, and waiting for that perfect time can be risky. On the flip side, if you're a home seller, you're likely facing a bit of a slower market. But if you have a very attractive property at a fair market value, you're still going to be able to get a solid price for your home. It just might take a little bit longer to find the right buyer. At the end of the day, the GTA housing market is in a bit of a stalemate. Or stalemate, is that what we say? Stalemate. So small rate cuts haven't been enough to shake things up just yet, but things could change quickly depending on what's going to happen with the economy and with the next couple more interest rate announcements coming up. What do you think? Are you planning to wait it out? Or is now the time to make a move for you? So let me know your thoughts and, drop me some comments. and I would love to connect with you. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe for more real estate updates. And thank you so much for watching today, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you on the next one.